Well, a Sacramento court ruled in favor of Southern Mono Healthcare District, basically Mammoth Hospital. This was in a lawsuit brought by Northern Inyo Healthcare District, Northern Inyo Hospital, and the Inyo County Local Agency Formation Commission, known as LAFCO. NIH and LAFCO sued Mammoth Hospital, asking the court to evict Mammoth Hospital from Bishop, where Mammoth Hospital has provided clinical healthcare services since 2003. Press release from Mammoth Hospital notes the lawsuit was filed in August of 2015, which was 2 months after Mammoth Hospital opened its Main Street clinic in Bishop. Now, Northern Inyo Hospital and LAFCO claim Mammoth Hospital had to first apply to and receive approval from LAFCO before it could open and operate the Main Street clinic. Press release goes on to say Mammoth Hospital took the position the clinic was a relocation of previously existing clinical facilities, which the hospital had been operating in Bishop since 2003, and therefore the hospital had no obligation to seek LAFCO approval. Now, the parties presented their positions at a final hearing on the issues of the case before Sacramento Superior Court Judge Shelly Ann W.L. Chang. That was in early March in Sacramento, and on April 12th, Judge Chang issued her written ruling denying the petition and complaint of Northern Inyo Hospital and LAFCO and finding in favor of Mammoth Hospital. Press release goes on to say Mammoth Hospital was represented by its longtime general counsel, David Baumwall. Mammoth Hospital CEO Gary Myers said, quote, "This is a major victory not only for Mammoth Hospital, but for the people and communities served by our healthcare district." Myers described the history of Mammoth Hospital's presence in Bishop. He said, "We first came to Bishop in 2003 to provide orthopedic services in the community at the request of Northern Inyo Hospital due to the only orthopedists, Doctors John McLennan and Andrew Opfel, leaving Bishop and the community then being without orthopedic care." Press release goes on to state that between 2003 through 2015, Mammoth Hospital staffed several facilities in Bishop to provide orthopedic services, including physical therapy. As patient demand for services grew, the Mammoth Hospital Board of Directors determined in 2014 that existing facilities were inadequate to serve the community. This led to the hospital leasing the Main Street location and building a modern orthopedic clinic, which opened in June of 2015. Now, a few weeks before the opening of the Main Street clinic, LAFCO sent Mammoth Hospital a letter demanding the hospital apply to LAFCO for approval before commencing operations. Attorney Baumwall sent LAFCO a letter in May of 2015 setting forth the position of Mammoth Hospital and declining to make an application to LAFCO. Northern Inyo Hospital and LAFCO then filed the lawsuit. CEO Myers said, "It became clear to us through evidence in the litigation that Northern Inyo Hospital saw the presence of Mammoth Hospital and hospital staff and facilities as improper competition. This claim was never raised until the district opened the Main Street clinic and after spending several $100,000 on improvements and equipment." Myers also said its board and administration asserted throughout the litigation that, quote, "The controlling factor for both hospitals should be patient choice for health care in these rural communities, not limiting choice through unnecessary and wasteful litigation," end quote. Now, the closure of Mammoth Hospital Clinic would have immediately terminated operations and orthopedic physical therapy care for hundreds of Inyo County residents and residents of the Swall Meadows and Paradise communities who, the press release notes, have chosen to obtain their care at the Bishop location of the Mammoth Orthopedic Institute, as well as the Sport Physical Therapy. Myers said, "We are obviously pleased with the judge's ruling in this case and believe it is a victory for all of our patients in the Eastern Sierra as well as our hospital. We hope that this will put an end to this matter and allow us all to move ahead with placing our energies and combined resources fully toward improving healthcare services for everyone in our rural region." Now, the Northern Inyo Healthcare District issued the following statement following that press release from Southern Mono Healthcare District. And the Northern Inyo Healthcare District states the district and LAFCO are reviewing with legal counsel the decision issued by Judge Chang and the best options for the people of the Northern Inyo Healthcare District going forward. Well, the final EIR response to comments document for Mammoth Creek Park West new community multi-use facilities project that is now available for public review on the Town of Mammoth Lake's website. Now, the Planning and Economic Development Commission will consider making a recommendation to the Mammoth Lakes Town Council on the EIR at the meeting on Wednesday, May 10th. Town Council will consider certification of the EIR May 17th. That again will be in Suite Z. Now you can see the Town of Mammoth Lake's website for more information or to comment. And a reminder about the City of Bishop Community Workshop coming up this Wednesday, May 3rd. That'll be taking place at the Tri-County Fairgrounds Home Ec Building starting at 6:30 p.m. The workshop will focus on gathering in public input and ideas for revitalizing downtown Bishop, increasing housing options, and streamlining the municipal code to incentivize commercial activity. Workshop is being funded through an Environmental Protection Agency Sustainable Communities grant the city was awarded in late 2016. Bishop was one of a handful of communities selected nationally to receive assistance this year through the Building Blocks program. Bishop, the only city in California to get that. Press release from the City of Bishop notes that representatives from state and federal agencies have committed to coming to Bishop to learn more about the community, including USDA Rural Economic Development, the Small Business Development Center in Bakersfield, as well as the Office of Housing and Community Development. And again, that's coming up this Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. at the fairgrounds. Well, the Board of Directors for Mammoth Lakes Tourism has 3 seats whose term expires as of June 30th. And are available for candidacy, restaurant, retail, as well as at-large. Seats are 2-year terms. To qualify, applicants must hold a current Town of Mammoth Lakes business license, be in good standing with current business licenses, taxes, and assessments, reside within Mammoth Lakes, and have a substantial business interest in the town. Restaurant and retail seat applicants must also be a business owner or manager from those business types. An ad hoc nominating committee of board members will interview candidates and then make their recommendation to the full board for approval and appointment. The Mammoth Lakes Tourism Board oversees and gives direction to the executive director. MLT receives the majority of its funding from Measure A and the T-bid. Now, if you are interested, you can send a letter of interest to info@visitmammoth.com, info@visitmammoth.com. You need to do that by a week from today, May 8th. Interviews will be conducted during the second half of May of 2017. Full press release is posted on sierrawave.net. We'll be back with more news.